Bridges play a crucial role as essential transportation connections, yet they can also stand as magnificent achievements in engineering, art, and architecture. These structures not only serve practical functions, but also exhibit the beauty and innovation of human design. Therefore, join me for today's video as I take you through a countdown of the 10 most impressive bridges from around the globe. Starting at number 10, we have the Langkawi Sky Bridge. Heading to Malaysia for the next feature on our list, we encounter the Langkawi Sky Bridge. This curved pedestrian cable-stayed bridge, stretching 410 feet in length, was constructed in 2005, positioned at a remarkable elevation of 20 to 20 feet above sea level atop the primary island of the Langkawi archipelago. Accessing the Langkawi Sky Bridge entails a journey. Initially, visitors must embark on the Langkawi cable car to reach the top station. From there, an inclined lift, known as the Sky Glide, transports visitors from the top station down to the bridge. In July 2012, the bridge underwent closure for maintenance and upgrading. The curved section of the bridge is supported by 4 pairs of front stay cables, linked to outrigger hanging points situated at the ends of the 3 curved 83-foot sections. These sections are arranged in a semi-fan configuration, emanating from the apex of a single pylon towering 275 feet high. The bridge deck hangs, with its center of gravity directly beneath the suspension point at the pylon's apex, and its highest point elevated at 20 to 165 feet above sea level. The pylon is anchored into a concrete pad positioned just under 2,000 feet above sea level, with its tip reaching 2,250 feet above sea level. Tilted from the vertical in 2 planes, the pylon is stabilized by 2 main backstay cables anchored into opposing hillsides. Additionally, the 2 ends of the curved bridge deck connect to 2 triangular viewing platforms located on opposite hilltops. Overall, the bridge is engineered to accommodate up to 250 individuals at once. However, a word of caution: don't look down. Ranking at number 9, we have the Capilano Suspension Bridge, which was constructed in 1889 by Scottish civil engineer George Grant Mackay. Initially spanning 460 feet, this suspension bridge was a relatively straightforward structure consisting of hemp rope and cedar planks. Following its installation, Mackay's property became a popular destination among his adventurous friends, who dubbed themselves the Capilano Tramps, as a testament to their willingness to brave the swaying bridge. The original crude version of the bridge was later upgraded to a wire cable bridge in 1903. Subsequently, in 1910, the property changed hands, and with each new owner, the bridge's reputation as a premier adventure tourism destination grew. In 1956, the span was completely rebuilt and is now part of a small chain of rustic tourist attractions. Since the days of those turn-of-the-century adventurers, the Capilano Suspension Bridge has continued to attract crowds of visitors annually, earning its place as one of Vancouver's most popular destinations. On the west side of the bridge lies the Treetop Adventures Canopy Walk, featuring 8 wooden bridges suspended between massive Douglas fir trees over 100 feet above the ground. These bridges are secured to the trees using specially engineered steel collars, which, when removed, leave no damage to the host trees. Not to be outdone, in 2011, the vertigo-inducing cliff walk was introduced on the east side of the canyon. This walkway, anchored directly into the cliff rock, offers a series of secure and narrow pathways extending out from the cliffs, providing breathtaking views of the suspension bridge, the river below, and the surrounding forest. All of these developments raise the question, would Mackay and his band of merry adventurers approve of the transformation their bridge has undergone. Ranked at number 8, we have the Royal Gorge Bridge, a renowned tourist attraction near Cannon City, Colorado. Situated within the Royal Gorge Bridge and Park, a 360-acre amusement park perched along the precipitous rim of the Royal Gorge. This bridge spans the gorge at a staggering height of 955 feet above the Arkansas River. From 1929 until 2001, it held the title of the world's highest bridge until surpassed by China's Liuguanghe Bridge. However, it still retains the distinction of being the highest bridge in the United States and was among the top 10 highest bridges globally until 2012. The main span of the bridge, stretching between the two towers, measures an impressive 880 feet, with a total length of 1,260 feet and a width of 18 feet, supported by towers standing 150 feet tall. The bridge's steel base structure is adorned with 1292 wooden planks. Crossing the Royal Gorge Bridge is not for the faint-hearted. Its height can induce significant fear in those who dare to traverse it, so it's best not to gaze downward. Constructed in a remarkably short span of 6 months in 1929, the bridge came at a cost of $350,000, equivalent to $4.2 million in today's currency. In 1931, an incline railway was added alongside the bridge to access the gorge's bottom. Subsequently, in the 1950s, a miniature railroad was built near the gorge's edge, followed by the opening of an aerial tram in 1969. Adding an extra thrill of fear and danger, a sky coaster was introduced in 2003, swinging riders out over the gorge's edge. Coming in at number 7, we have the Living Root Bridges of Meghalaya. These bridges are not only fascinating, but also pose a certain degree of danger. A living root. Bridge is a type of simple suspension bridge constructed from living plant roots shaped by trees. They are predominantly found in the southern region of the northeast Indian state of Meghalaya, meticulously crafted from the aerial roots of rubber fig trees by indigenous groups inhabiting the mountainous terrain along the southern part of the Shillong Plateau. Most of these bridges thrive on steep slopes within subtropical moist broadleaf forests, ranging in elevation from 160 to 3,700 feet above sea level. As long as the trees from which they are formed remain healthy, the roots composing the bridge can naturally thicken and develop. New roots continue to grow throughout the tree's life, requiring regular pruning or manipulation to fortify the bridge's structure. Once matured, some of these bridges can support as many as 50 or more individuals crossing at a time and boast a lifespan spanning several hundred years. However, without diligent care and maintenance, many of these bridges have deteriorated or become overgrown, rendering them impassable. Determining their condition can be precarious, as one often discovers their usability only upon attempting to traverse them. Ranked at number 6, we have the Evergreen Point Floating Bridge, a must-see attraction if you happen to be cruising down U.S. State Route 520. After its completion in 2016, this modern marvel claimed the title of the world's longest floating bridge. Spanning an impressive 710 feet across Lake Washington, it boasts enough width to accommodate 6 lanes of traffic. But how does something of such length and breadth manage to support the weight of countless vehicles each day? Well, the Evergreen Point Floating Bridge relies on a foundation of 77 concrete pylons, which serve to displace the water's weight equal to that of the structure itself, effectively allowing it to float. While the concept of a floating bridge may seem daunting, rest assured that this engineering spectacle is quite safe, offering peace of mind to travelers. Elevated 20 feet above the water, the roadway utilizes 58 separate anchors to ensure stability and keep everything securely in place. Reflecting on this engineering feat, one might find themselves wishing they had paid more attention in high school math class. Coming in at number 5, we have the Eshima Ohashi Bridge, a structure that resembles more of a roller coaster than a typical bridge. Located in the Chugoku region of Honshu in western Japan, this bridge spans a mile across Lake Nakaumi, connecting Matsue and Sakai Minato. Initially constructed to facilitate the passage of large cargo ships towards the open sea, the Eshima Ohashi Bridge gained fame for its incredibly steep and hair-raising slope designed to allow ships to pass effortlessly beneath it. This stretch of road has been known to unsettle even the most confident drivers, with its intimidating appearance resembling that of a roller coaster. Despite its daunting facade, the bridge's design ensures that cars gradually ascend the slope, making the experience less frightening for drivers than it appears in photos taken from a straight-on angle. Dubbed the Roller Coaster Bridge, it has earned this moniker due to its super steep incline, giving the illusion of a bridge reaching toward the sky. Comprising a 2-lane concrete road, the Eshima Ohashi Bridge rises sharply, instilling a sense of fear even in the most courageous drivers. Featuring a ridiculously steep slope that allows ships to pass underneath, the concrete road spans 1 mile, propelling drivers skyward before abruptly plunging downward. With gradients of 5.1% on the Tottori Prefecture side and 6.1% on the Shimane Prefecture side, it holds the distinction of being the steepest bridge in the world. Ranked at number 4, we have the Sidu River Bridge, a remarkable testament to China's prowess in architecture and infrastructure. Suspended over a dizzying 1,600 feet above the canyon floor, this bridge connects 2 mountain peaks, showcasing China's mastery in engineering. Opened in 2009, the Sidu River Bridge surpassed the previous record holder, the Hijijio Gorge Pipeline Bridge in Papua New Guinea, which hangs just over 1,200 feet above the ground. Part of China's expansive highway network, the Sidu River Bridge serves to link previously isolated regions of the country, traversing challenging mountainous terrain and multiple rivers along its route, stretching for over 5,000 feet across the river valley. The construction of this bridge posed significant challenges. In fact, the builders had to resort to using a rocket to string the first pilot line across the vast gap. The bridge's substantial length is supported by 2 massive H-shaped towers situated at either end of the roadway. While the suspension lines appear somewhat precarious as they dip in the middle and rise back up again, the bridge's safety is assured by the substantial amounts of steel and concrete used in its construction. These materials provide ample strength to support any number of vehicles making the journey across this awe-inspiring structure. At number 3, we have the Bamboo Bridge of Kampong Cham, a remarkable example of simplicity and ingenuity in bridge construction. Unlike sturdy stone or high-tech glass bridges that soar into the clouds, this bridge proves that beauty and functionality can be found in the simplest of designs. The Bamboo Bridge of Kampong Cham is a seasonal structure erected each dry season when the waters of the Mekong River recede, rendering the ferry unusable. At the onset of the rainy season, before the river swells, the bridge is meticulously dismantled by hand, and the bamboo components are stored for future use or other projects. This practice is essential as the bridge cannot withstand the strong river currents during the wet season, necessitating ferry services for crossing. Construction of the bridge begins when the waters have receded sufficiently and the currents have calmed. Tall bamboo poles are driven into the riverbed, forming the foundation, while a layer of split bamboo matting is laid on top to create a sturdy surface. Additional bamboo poles, placed at various angles, brace the structure, ensuring its strength and stability. Despite its appearance, The bridge is robust enough to support the weight of light vehicles. Ranked at number 2, we have the Henderson Waves Bridge, a stunning example of architectural and environmental harmony nestled within Singapore's bustling metropolis. Singapore has been at the forefront of urban sustainability, with nearly 50% of the city covered in greenery, and a strong emphasis on renewable energy and future sustainability. Part of this eco-friendly initiative is the Southern Ridges, a 6.2-mile trail located in the southern part of the city, where the Henderson Waves Bridge stands as a beacon of innovation. Completed in 2008, the Henderson Waves Bridge is not only the highest pedestrian bridge in Singapore, but also the most striking among the bridges along the Ridges Trail, spanning 899 feet in length and soaring to a height of 118 feet above Henderson Road. The bridge boasts an impressive and aesthetically pleasing design. The most notable feature of the Henderson Waves Bridge is its organic wave-like structure, resembling undulating waves cascading through the air. Constructed from slats of yellow bala wood sourced from certified sustainable timber farms in East Malaysia, the bridge exudes both elegance and sustainability. The titular waves are created by 7 curved steel ribs, which rise and fall at various intervals, forming alcoves that provide sheltered seating areas for pedestrians passing through. Designed to seamlessly integrate with the surrounding green spaces, the Henderson Waves Bridge serves not only as a connector between Mount Faber Park and Telok Blangah Hill Park, but also as a recreational destination in its own right. With its harmonious blend of architectural ingenuity and environmental consciousness, the Henderson Waves Bridge stands as a symbol of Singapore's commitment to sustainability and urban innovation. Taking the top spot at number 1, we have the Ruyi Bridge, a structure so surreal that many initially doubted its existence when photos began circulating on the internet. Nestled in Zhejiang Province, this bridge appears more at home in the fantastical world of Avatar than in reality. Yet, as incredible as it may seem, China has a reputation for constructing remarkable bridges, and the Ruyi Bridge is no exception. This awe-inspiring walkway stands approximately 460 feet above the ground, with a glass-bottom structure extending 1,400 feet in length and suspended a staggering 1,000 feet above ground level. First unveiled to the public in 2016, the bridge garnered widespread attention after former Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield shared a mesmerizing video of it on Twitter in November 2020. By that time, it had already drawn over 200,000 visitors. Designed by Hyun Chang, a steel structure specialist associated with the China Metal Structure Association, the Ruyi Bridge's architecture draws inspiration from the Ruyi shape of Chinese folklore, symbolizing strength and good fortune. This extraordinary bridge joins the ranks of China's many other astonishing structures, including the Glass Bridge in Guangdong Province, the Grand Canyon Skywalk in Zhangjiajie, and the Tianmen Skywalk. Indeed, death-defying glass bridges have become a notable trend in China, offering visitors easier observation and an immersive experience. However, traversing these bridges requires nerves of steel, as they are certainly not for the faint of heart. As we conclude this countdown, we invite you to explore our binge-watching playlist for more captivating content. Thank you for watching the video, and see you next time.